Joining me and Rob, we have Eric Snider with the Creative Loafing. Eric, you didn't see me.
Looking cool though, you Mr.
Yeah, what is
Athletic
that?
with the arm and the whole thing there. Nice.
You didn't see me on Tuesday, but I saw you on Tuesday.
In big crowds like that, I stick out. My
It was your
my
arm that
charisma
stuck
radiates.
out.
No one was looking at Springsteen; they were all looking at me.
Yeah.
Bruce Springsteen. Why would you waste your time?
I was thinking that. I was wondering
I mean,
that
really.
about right in the middle of.
I was
not,
with some
not
diehard.
Backstreets.
Wait,
but,
I was with some diehard Springsteen fans. So watch what you say.
Oh, I'm right. I'll take them all on.
care.
But
Are
he
you
did
kidding me? He's a
racing in
critic.
he did racing in the street, and I had my head in my hands, and I was going, please end this song.
Oh, man.
is
I
pretty
mean,
funny.
out of all the concerts to go to, why that?
It was just, I'm not even being sarcastic, by the way.
I'm
It was
not
it was a
either.
slog. Oh, really? Because everybody goes, oh.
No. I'm telling you, why?
I feel,
why?
I feel a bond with you now.
Oh,
you know,
man, right there.
Baby
brother.
boomers supposed to love the guy, you know.
Well, these are young people. I was shocked that some 38-year-old men were singing every song. That I didn't even know he had a new album.
That's the era there, man. It's that,
no, he's
like
68.
40. I know.
Bruce Springsteen is 58.
Maybe I saw him in reruns or something in syndication, man. But I
Whatever.
remember Bruce Springsteen, man.
Eric is here to talk about Carlos Santana. Tell us, I bet you he's better than Bruce Springsteen.
Now I like Carlos Santana.
Okay, I have actually, to be honest with you, I have my reservations about Carlos Santana too.
Oh.
But it's interesting. Over at Creative Loafing, we tend to orient ourselves towards alternative type music, and Carlos Santana is not a guy that we would ordinarily do an interview with, but they just called up and offered it, and I
You said sure.
yeah, why not? You know, and it's interesting. You know how the machine works, right? In terms of the whole publicity machine. Well, you get the call because the ticket sales are a little on the
Sure.
low side. Yeah, so Carlos is available for interviews, and oftentimes I'm so inclined to go, "Oh, good, see ya." You know, nothing against him because he's not involved in it. Somebody at some level goes, "Let's start doing some phoners. Let's do some phoners. We need to move some tickets." So anyway, we did the interview. It turned out pretty well. We have a new platform at Creative Loafing now where we do digital audio recordings, and then we put it up on the site.
Podcast or
So
something.
my best plug right here is when you read that Santana story, you can catch excerpts of the actual phone interview in really, really good sound.
Really?
You know? And he's a real kind of wiggy kind of cat, you know.
Yeah.
He talks real utopianistic and everything like that. And so half the time, he's kind of contradicting himself. But it was interesting to do.
But you know, really only till like that kind of like song that he came up with about 4 years, or maybe it's been 5, 6, 7 years ago. There's like his new breath of Carlos Santana with another guy,
Oh,
right?
he
Didn't
did.
they do-
Who was
It
that with?
was Rob Thomas.
That's
from
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
that
yeah.
sort of like that kind of gave him a
Vitalized
second
him.
life, but not really based on really who Carlos Santana is, right?
Well, what I was actually
That's the
that's
thing.
actually on this. I asked him. I said, you know, what do you feel about being a sideman on your own records? which
What did he say?
which somebody could be. You could construe that as kind of an insult. And he
Yeah.
goes, you know, man, I always consider myself a sideman, man.
Sideman, man.
I can't consider myself the center of the universe, man. And yet at the same time, we're all the center of the universe, man. I said,
Contradiction number one.
I said, well, what does that mean, man? No. He was a charming, really nice guy. He's just, you know, he's just out there.
He's doing
you know.
his thing, bro.
Yeah.
How old is he now?
Probably somewhere around 60 to 60. He's 60. Yeah.
So he's still kicking it up a couple notches,
Yeah,
having fun, right?
yeah. He, I actually did an interview with him in the late 80s when I was at the St. Pete Times, and he had blown off a phoner with me. And
Did you remind him of that?
well, at
probably
this
forgot.
particular time, no. But to make up for it, which is kind of cool, he says, "Come on over to the sound check." So I'm waiting around, and they're up there sound checking, and they say, "Okay, you can go in and meet Carlos now." He was pretty much he was doing pretty good then at the late 80s or whatever, and he had it was at the. It was actually at the fairgrounds. So I go into this tuning room. He's got 14 guitars in there, you know, and it's like a closet, you know, and there's these 2 chairs, and I sit down. It's all very ceremonial.
Yeah.
And he pulls out a Heineken. He doesn't say anything. He hands me the Heineken. Oh, thanks. Then he rolls the joint. He lights up the joint, you know. It's like sacramental, you know. See, but I don't smoke pot, and that threw the whole thing off, you know.
Oh, so
he
you
goes,
didn't get
You think?
I go, No, thanks.
Sorry, I gotta go.
Let's start the interview, and I'll have another beer. You know.
But if anybody wants to read all of Eric's interview with Santana, just pick up this week's edition of Creative Loafing, and bam, right there, it tells you the page number that it's on. Eric, thank you very much for coming here tonight. Quickly, any seeing dudes going on this weekend? You got the Fun and Sun concert.
You'll have to read Leilani and
There is the Fun and Sun concert in Clearwater, which is the country
I'm
thing.
sure that's going to be sunny and fun.
It's going to be sunny and fun.
All right. You know what? Turtle Island String Quartet at the Tampa Bay Performing Arts Center playing the music of John Coltrane. That's my recommendation for the weekend.
There you go.